4 years after the disappearance of Sunderland teenager Kieran Williams, police have renewed their appeal for information as the investigation into his murder continues. Kieran was reported missing in April 2022 and later found dead at a disused industrial estate south of the River Wear. Despite previous court proceedings, detectives say the case remains open and active. Kieran Williams was 18 years old when he was reported missing from his home on Esplanade West in Sunderland on April 18, 2022. Police say extensive inquiries were carried out at the time in an effort to trace him. 6 weeks later, on May 31st, officers discovered a makeshift grave on a disused industrial estate to the south of the River Wear, between the Northern Spire Bridge and Clatchew Rocks. It was there that Kieran's body was found. A post-mortem investigation confirmed he had suffered multiple stab wounds, with police stating he had been stabbed at least 23 times, and that his body had been set on fire. 2 men were later charged in connection with his death and stood trial at Newcastle Crown Court. Both were acquitted of murder. One of the men was found guilty of manslaughter and sentenced to 5 years in prison. However, at a subsequent hearing, a judge concluded that the person who carried out Kieran's killing remains at large. Detective Superintendent Matt Steele, the senior investigating officer, has now renewed the appeal for information, saying a dedicated team continues to review evidence and pursue all available lines of inquiry. He said that 4 years on from Kieran's death and disappearance, the investigation remains active and officers are still committed to finding answers for his family. He also said detectives continue to follow up on any new information that comes to light. Police have highlighted that unidentified fingerprints were recovered at the scene of the murder. Officers say those prints remain a key line of inquiry and that someone may still hold information about who they belong to. In the coming weeks, officers say they will carry out further inquiries in the area where the body was discovered, including obtaining fingerprints from people in the local community to help eliminate individuals from the investigation. Detectives are also appealing directly to anyone who may have been at the site of the former industrial estate, previously owned by Coles Cranes, between mid-April and early June 2022 for any legitimate reason, asking them to come forward to assist inquiries. Crime Stoppers is supporting the appeal and is offering a reward for information that leads to the arrest and conviction of those responsible. The charity says information can be given completely anonymously and independently of police. Police say the investigation into Kieran Williams' murder remains ongoing, with officers continuing to pursue leads and review forensic evidence.